Hello everyone, this is a little DIY add-on to another video that's on YouTube about do-it-yourself broadhead cases. If you've ever looked for one of these, you probably came across the same thing that a lot of us come across, is that you're either buying really cheap quality for $10 to $20, $25, or you're going to spend upwards of $50 for a watertight, durable case. And I think we all have those experiences that we don't want to have again. And one of mine was having a cheap case that got wet and my broadheads got rusted out, and I had to clean them, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. And I wanted to get something a little better, but I'm not going to spend 50 bucks. So this is kind of an add-on to the video that already exists on YouTube about these Walmart cases. You can find them in the camping section at Walmart. I think they're just a little over $6, and they're really nice. They're very good quality, better than the stuff I paid, online for. You got the metal hinge, you got a rubber tight seal that goes all the way around. They're not the prettiest, obviously, but they do the job that I needed to do. So part of protecting the broadheads inside of this case is to have some type of way to secure them in there without them bouncing around as you're hiking, or as you're moving your gear around. And you end up damaging or dulling out your blades. It's kind of pointless for some of the cases that are out there. They don't protect the blades. So this is a 2-inch piece of foam that I got at Walmart. I bought a big piece of this that if I cut them all into equal squares, just like or equal rectangles, just like this, I could essentially create 12 of these cases like that. But I put it in there, it's too much, obviously. So what I ended up doing was I took it and I cut it down to 1.5 inches, and this makes a pretty good case. It fits in there nice and snug. So this is 6 3/4 by 4.5, and what you end up with is a case that you can secure your broadheads in. Straight down. You can close it up. You can see that thing ain't going anywhere. It's in there real tight. I don't even have to put glue in this to hold the foam in place. It holds pretty good just like that. As I was doing this, I realized I don't want to dull my blades. After you take time to sharpen these things. You don't want to touch them at all and dull them. So I was like, well, let's try something a little different. And so I came up with taking that same 2-inch piece of foam and just cutting it in half. So what I did was I just kind of marked out the spaces for where the broadhead inserts would go into your arrow. And what you end up with is a pretty good case too, where you just put them in there. They're there. And what I did was I took this, shut it, closed it, and I shook it around, and it came out. It came out of that hole. So I had this extra piece from my my first cut. This is 1.5. This is essentially a half. And what I did was I took this and just put it in top, fill up that space on top. I did the same thing. Close it, shut it. You shake it around real good. Nothing. That thing isn't moving at all. So you have a little bit of contact happening there, but your blades aren't getting touched. So this is probably going to be the one I go with. And what I'm going to end up doing is taking this alien tape. I bought this for a different project a year ago, and I've never used it. So So I just got this laying around the house, but you can use probably anything, glue, double-sided tape, anything. Just so I'm going to use this and probably secure it around the edges. Same thing on top, just so it doesn't ever move. And then this will be the complete version, I guess. But I guess kind of two options for securing your broadheads and these things. You got you know, the thin piece that where just the insert goes in, with a piece on top, you know, 1/2 inch on top. It's not going to go anywhere. And then the other option was the where did it go? The 1.5 inch piece, where you put the blades actually into the foam insert. And same thing. That thing ain't gonna, that thing ain't gonna go anywhere. So just some ideas. It doesn't look the best. It's not pretty by any means, but it does the job that I needed to do, and I figured I'd share out what I found. And all this whole thing, you know, one of these things, probably $7 or $8. You know, you're looking at $6.5 bucks for the case, and probably 80 cents, right, in material. You could probably, for the cost of one of these things online, you could probably build 4 or 5 of these at home. And the guys that do a lot of hunting, got a lot of gear, you know, I guess you cut costs wherever you can. This is the first one I did, the first option, like I showed you there, with the 1.5 inch, and these are my Magnus broadheads. They're pretty spendy, very high quality, and I shook the heck out of these things, and they do not move inside of this at all. And just kind of rough guesstimate, I can essentially put 4 up and then 5 across. So these are basically 20 fixed blade broadhead cases is what you can fit into one of these. So anyways, figured out, oh, this is Hunting Rock. This is one of our hunting group that we do a lot of hunting every year, and just one of our stickers I threw on there. But good quality case.